We're glad to invite you to watch the English news on the Central Television Channel of Đồng Nai Province. Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Đồng Nai Provincial People's Committee Võ Tấn Đức worked with the Department of Transport on the state management of the industry. At the meeting, the leaders of the Provincial Department of Transport reported to the provincial leaders of the state management work of the transport sector in the area. At the same time, they proposed a number of issues such as localities urgently complete the soil clearance work for key transport projects and works such as Biên Hòa Vũng Tàu Expressway, Ring Road 3 Ho Chi Minh City, Hương Lộ 2, Thống Nhất Bridge, and the road connecting the two ends of the ridge, Cái River Road, Đồng Nai River Road, and so on. Urgently review the resettlement needs of Ring Road 4 Ho Chi Minh City projects, Dầu Dây Tân Phú Bảo Lộc Expressways, DT 769, 770B, 773 projects to prepare for investment in resettlement areas to serve the land acquisition of transport projects. Proposing the Provincial People's Committee to decentralize the management of 5 provincial roads not included in the Provincial Road Development Plan to the District People's Committee and 7 provincial road sections located in a district or city to the District People's Committee. In addition, the Department of Transport also proposed that the chairman of the Provincial People's Committee consider adding 27 more positions. Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Võ Tấn Đức acknowledged the recommendations of the Provincial Department of Transport. At the same time, he requested the Department of Transport to closely coordinate with relevant departments, branches, and localities to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of state management of the transport sector in the province, thereby urgently speeding up the progress of transport projects in the area. Airlines have begun announcing plans to sell tickets for Tet 2025. Accordingly, for the Lunar New Year 2025, domestic airlines have opened for sale a total of nearly 4.5 million tickets. This is the first round ticket sales based on the current approved flight schedule. Airlines said that they will regularly monitor market demand at aircraft and flight to meet passenger travel needs. According to airline ticket agents, the golden routes before Tet will be from Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi or to central provinces such as Da Nang and Quy Nhơn. Although it is the time with the highest travel demand of the year, people are still hesitant to book Tet tickets. According to a survey on airlines' websites, round-trip ticket prices for the Ho Chi Minh City-Hanoi route from December 28th to January 7th range from 5.5 to 7.5 million Việt Nam đồng, Ho Chi Minh City-Da Nang from 4.3 to 5 million Việt Nam đồng. The working delegation of the Steering Committee for the campaign Vietnamese People Prioritize Using Vietnamese Goods, Steering Committee 264, of Đồng Nai Province conducted a survey on the implementation of the OCOP program in Trang Bom District. The steering committee of 264 districts has directed localities to organize reviews and mobilize entities to register products to participate in the annual OCOP assessment and classification in the district. Since the beginning of 2024, the Evaluation Council of the One Commune One Product OCOP program of Trang Bom District has recognized 7 OCOP products, bringing the total number of OCOP products in the district to 26 recognized products. The survey team acknowledged the results that Trang Bom has achieved in implementing the OCOP program in the district, and at the same time requested the steering committee of 264 districts to continue to promote and improve the effectiveness of propaganda work, diversify forms of information, promotion, and brand development for the district's OCOP products. Previously, the delegation surveyed the actual situation of operations, production and business and listened to talks and aspirations during the process of participating in the implementation of the OCOP program at a number of facilities in Gangwon district. Reuters news agency reported on October 30th that Russia tested a missile to simulate a response to an enemy nuclear attack. The drills involved Russia's nuclear triad, which includes missiles launched from land, sea and air. A Urals intercontinental ballistic missile was launched from the Plesetsk Cosmodrome in northwestern Russia to the Kamchatka Peninsula in the Far East. Sinover and Polar ballistic missiles were launched from submarines, and cruise missiles were launched from strategic bombers. Given the growing geopolitical tensions and the emergence of external threats, it is important to have modern and ready-to-use strategic forces, President Vladimir Putin said at the drills. He said Russia was moving to new fixed and mobile missile systems that could overcome missile defense systems. The purpose of the drills, according to Defense Minister Andrei Pavlov, was for the strategic strike forces to practice a massive nuclear strike in response to an enemy nuclear attack. New Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto will embark next month on his first foreign trip since taking office on October 20th, with stops including China and the United States. Compass newspaper, citing a source at the presidential palace, said that in his first planned foreign trip since taking office, President Subianto plans to visit China, the United States, Peru, Brazil, and the United Kingdom. He will make a state visit to Beijing on November the 8th to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Qiang, before traveling to Washington to meet with U.S. President Joe Biden. The date of his visit to Washington has not been announced, but the U.S. election is on November 5th, a few days before President Subianto is scheduled to leave Indonesia. President Subianto will then fly to Peru to meet with his counterpart Dina Boluarte and attend the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation APEC Summit before attending the G20 Summit in Brazil. His trip will end in the United Kingdom, where he will meet with King Charles III and Prime Minister Keir Starmer. After being elected in February, President Subianto spent his 8-month transition period visiting more than a dozen countries in a more active foreign policy than his predecessor Joko Widodo, who focused more on domestic issues such as the economy. You've just watched English news on the Central Television channel of Đồng Nai Province. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.